Hello, hello, successful souls. Now, today we're going to talk about something that naturally just comes with leadership. It can be challenging, maybe not our favorite topic, but something that's important to address here, especially on the show Spiritual Success. It's all about confrontation. So when you are a leader, it is important to understand that we are here to convey our message and to always stand in our truth. And often there are times where people are not in alignment with that or understand that, respect that, or are just not clear on that. So it's important that we embrace confrontation as an opportunity for growth. Having courageous conversations is a natural part of the involvement, evolution of becoming a leader. Now, how do you handle confrontation? I want to give you some inside, thoughts on this to really help you the next time that you need to have a face-to-face and really handle it with grace. As her, right? Your inner feminine beast. Again, you know that this is the version of you that has the courage, the power, the strength, and the clarity to not only get things done, but to see them through. And in this case, to really have those conversations and to grow from it. And so that always ends in a win-win. Together we rise. So when it comes to confrontation, very often, we usually know we're walking into the conversation of confrontation. So here's something that truly has changed my life, that I know works, and I teach my clients. As a successful saleswoman, again, many of you know my background in sales. I was a multi-seven-figure top sales producer in the online business consulting world, which is interesting online, right? What keeps people from just getting up and leaving and ghosting you, leaving the conversation? It's really building that emotional connection, understanding the energy behind sales. And most importantly, when it comes to being a successful salesperson, what is the number one skill you must have? You must be a good listener. Not only listening to the things that they are saying, but listening to what people are not saying. Here's the thing. We are all spiritual beings having a human experience. You are 5% conscious, 95% subconscious, which to me means that you are 5% human, 95% spirit. Start working with the spirit, the spiritual side of you, not just the human side of you. Whether other people are doing the inner work like you are, they subconsciously understand energy. People like people who are like them in the same vibration. They like feeling heard and understood. And what's interesting is that we really understand body language and energy way more than we give ourselves credit for. So what I want you to do is really work with the spiritual side of yourself when it comes to confrontation and not so much of the human, the ego, the anger aspects that may come up as well. So let's talk about this. This is really interesting. But have you ever walked in a room and even though you didn't hear anything, nor did you witness it by any means, you just knew that the people in the room were talking about you? Hopefully in a positive way, right? But most likely not. You can just feel it in the air. You can just sense it. How? Because you're a spiritual being. Your subconscious knows so much more than your human mind can ever understand. So let's work with this gift to have it work for us. So what is really important to remember is that if you experience something in your mind, it's real. How else can you experience it? I know what it's like. You're in the shower. You have so many conversations. When's the last time, by the way, you actually felt the water? Besides that, you're having conversations and you are thinking about what you're going to say when you see this person. You're going to tell her how... No. You need to understand that just because you're not saying something to someone, they can feel you. Whatever conversations you have in your mind with people, they can feel that. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's summertime in Florida as I'm recording this, and it storms every single day. So hopefully the lightning doesn't go off, but if you hear it in the background, it's setting the mood, the ambience. So whatever you are saying to somebody mentally, and you are witnessing in your mind, you're writing the script for. Remember, you are the director of your life. You write the script. You also hire the actors and fire the actors. And truly, if they are part of your reality, they're following your script. So let's write the conversations the way that we want them to go and rehearse them in our mind and feel them as if they're really happening in our mind before we go forth and actually have them in the physical. When you do this, one, you're more prepared, and two, that person can feel your intention. Intention is key. And through love, all things are possible. When we are in confrontation and we allow our emotions to get so ahead of us, we end up being reactive. I want you to be proactive. In your mind, for a day, at least one time doing this before a confrontation, but as many times as you possibly can, sit and imagine that person in front of you and write the script exactly the way you would like to see it to go. Now, remember the deception of perception. Nobody is right, nobody is wrong. There's always two sides or three sides to a story, right? It's yours, theirs, and the truth. You also need to remember that this is another person. And through the law of correspondence, it's a mirror effect. If you are witnessing them, that's a piece of you being projected here into your reality. So what are you learning from this experience that you can grow from? Even if you feel it's not your fault, why ever you're having this confrontation, remember everything happens for you, by you, not to you. So how are you learning to grow in this situation? And can you put yourself in their shoes? How do you make this a win-win conversation? Have fun with playing with curiosity. Put the imagination out there and feel what the best outcome feels like, and then rehearse that in your mind. Because if you can think it in your mind, you can hold it here, you can create it here, you can live it here. I've helped so many amazing, beautiful, successful women clients of mine save their marriages through this. I improved my marriage through this. I really was intentional about the conversations that I've had. And I practiced them in my mind, feeling nothing but love and wanting a win-win scenario. Because this is how she does it. Your inner feminine beast. She knows the answers. So instead of going in and hoping that it goes okay and that you don't freak out like you always do, let's actually do something different. Let's not loop. Let's go in with a strategy. Let's go in with love and intention. Everything we do in our life should be intentional, especially having relationships. And sometimes, a win-win might be the end of something. Perhaps it's even better to create boundaries, to shield, to walk away from each other, and that can still be a win-win. Confrontation isn't always fun, but as a leader, especially of your company and as a leader of your life, you need to begin having courageous conversations. You need to embrace them and be willing to have them. But instead of just, showing up and seeing how it goes, handle it like you do other things that you prioritize in your life. With intention, with love, with respect, and doing it gracefully. The other thing that's really important to remember is that when we have a confrontation, before you ever do, and before you react, you need to understand there is always a cause and effect. Everything you put out there is going to get a response. Everything in life is a result. Health is a result. Sickness is a result. Wealth is a result. Poverty is a result. Everything in life is a result. You go first and everybody responds. So when you go into a confrontation, just know it's natural that somebody's going to mirror you. So be the boss of the conversation and set the standard so that it's easy to match your response. If you are gracefully speaking and you bring awareness to how you are handling your volume and the words that you are selecting, that other person is going to naturally understand if they get all loud and crazy, that it doesn't seem like an equal balance. That they now look like the person who's over the top with it and needs to bring it down. If you keep your calm and you keep your cool, by law, that person's going to match you. It's how it works. So you need to be in control of you and what you say and how you say it. Be very, very aware. And how do you do this? Just remind yourself, You are her. How does she speak? How does she handle the confrontation? What does she want to express? What does she want to say? What does she do to make this a win-win? What does she do out of love to make this an opportunity for growth? Always show up as her. Because when you do, you're in alignment. And when you're in alignment, things come to flow and ease and resolutions appear. Solutions come forward. With love, all things are possible. So this is something that's really important. Again, whenever you have a confrontation, rehearse it in your mind. That person can feel you. Write the script. You're the director of your life. Write the script that not only you are going to move forward with, but the actors in your life are going to continue with. You're the leading lady. Write the script. But also, what does this leading lady do? How does she handle? With grace, with ease, with love. This is important. And a win-win is always the best. Always the best. Put yourself in their shoes, understand their perception, and see how you can make any situation be one where together we can rise. I really hope this found you some peace. Definitely play around with this. If you ever have any questions, please reach out to me. You can contact me at info@cynthiastan.com, and definitely make sure you're inside the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group. Once you're in there, definitely reach out to Karina. She's our community manager, an amazing, amazing resource for you. She's here to hand pick podcasts for you, resources for you, hook you up, make sure that you are in the know. And then also, of course, she wants to connect with you. I want to connect with you because I'd love to dedicate a podcast episode to you. If there's something you're just dying to know more about, if you're looking in all the places and you don't know the answer, or you'd like to hear my perspective about it, connect with her. I don't like to come up with things that I think you want to know. I come up with things I know you want to know. And I do that through connection, through really emotionally connecting, getting to know you, and also having a member of my team be there to support you. So I'd love to dedicate my next episode to you. Reach out to us inside the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group. In the meantime, take what you learned today. Remember, information is only half the equation. Information must lead to transformation. And as we really are evolving, this is going to be a big part of it. The more and more that you become the leader, the more and more people depend on you, and you need to sometimes have difficult conversations. But remember, it's through practice, consistency, and repetition that you will get better, and that's how you master. It's all about acknowledging it, embracing it, but most importantly, seeing it through. Catch you later, successful soul. Hey, successful soul. Before you head to the next episode of Spiritual Success, be sure to come join me and other like-minded entrepreneurs and business professionals in my Facebook group called Spiritual Success Sorority. Everyone is welcome. And if you're loving the show, you're going to love the group even more. There, I'll be engaging with you weekly in live shows, listening to your input for new weekly topics, and hosting exclusive workshops for members only. So if you're looking to really up-level your financial and personal success, meet me on over in the Spiritual Success Sorority Facebook group. See you on the inside.